Greetings from the BC Designer team. The Ansoff Matrix, also known as the Product Market Expansion Matrix, is a strategic planning tool that helps define business growth strategies. This tutorial will focus on the practical use of this matrix. In the description for this video, you'll find a link to a more detailed analysis of this framework. Here are the 3 steps to plan growth strategies with the Ansoff Matrix. Step 1, analysis of the trends. Step 2, definition of growth strategies. And step 3, formal description of growth strategies. Let's see how this approach works in practice. The first step is the analysis of the trends. Depending on where our focus is today, we can use PESTLE framework for analysis of external factors, 5 forces framework for competitive analysis, or stakeholder analysis to better understand the needs of the stakeholders. For this example, let's use the PESTLE analysis template. Users of BC Designer will find a template for PESTLE analysis in their account. Here we have the PESTLE diagram with some emerging trends. For example, our company is in the business of strategic planning software, and in this step, my goal is to select some trends that might resonate with our business. Among environmental and legal perspectives, we can see many trends related to the increasing role of compliance in daily business. One of the social trends is the increasing impact of remote work. Finally, there is a general trend of increasing complexity and volatility of the external environment, which is known under the VUCA acronym. We have defined potential trends. Now, let's move on to step 2, where we'll try to convert these trends into growth strategies for our company. We will use the Ansoff Matrix available as a template in BC Designer. To illustrate the use of the matrix, we'll develop growth strategies for our company. Our key market now is strategic planning software. To help companies address the growing challenges of compliance management, our strategy might be to develop and market a compliance management software. The target users of this product would overlap with our current target users. So for us, it would be a product development strategy. To add it to the diagram, I select the quadrant Product Development, click Add on the toolbar, enter the name of the strategy, Compliance Management GRC Software, and click OK and place the item in the corresponding quadrant. Having experience in the strategic planning domain, we can help companies to better manage the increasing complexity of their business strategies by providing consulting services. For us, it will be vertical or related diversification. To map this strategy, I select the diversification quadrant and add the strategic consultancy strategy. Finally, another trend detected was remote work. As a remote team, we have some experience in this domain, but it does not overlap with the product we currently work on or with our target clients. I select the diversification quadrant and add the strategy named Software for Managing Remote Teams. We define the candidates for the growth strategies, and we can move to the next step. On the step 3 of the process, we need to do a formal description of growth strategies. Our goal is to make strategies something more specific and ideally quantify them with some performance indicators to compare alternative strategies and decide what strategies we're going to start working on now. For example, let's do a strategy description for the consultancy strategy. Any strategy is about validating certain hypotheses. In the case of strategic consultancy, a key hypothesis is that our current leads for the strategic planning software also have a need and budget for consultancy services. To write down this hypothesis, I select strategic consultancy strategy, click on the initiatives button, click add initiative, change the type to hypothesis, and write down the hypothesis as having good contact points with prospective clients of consultants. An obvious risk of this strategy is selling consultancy online because many organizations still prefer to hire consultants locally. To map this risk, I follow similar steps. Add an initiative, change its type to risk. I formulate the name of the item as risk of selling consultancy online. Finally, our action plan to validate this strategic hypothesis is to test waters by updating our marketing materials and suggesting a consultancy service to our existing customers. We will map it as an initiative. I repeat the same steps. Add a new initiative called action plan, understand the degree of interest of our existing customers in the new service. To make this strategy more tangible, we can measure the number of consultancy requests that we receive monthly. To add this indicator, I click Add and use the monthly number of consultancy requests as a name for the new indicator. We can continue describing other growth strategies in a similar way. Here we have the final version of this example. All three strategies were described by adding the hypothesis, risks, and performance indicators. To compare the alternative strategies, we used the investment growth index. In our case, this index is built of two indicators: expected market growth with a weight 70% and investment required that was normalized on the scale of 100,000 with the weight of 30%. In addition to the matrix diagram, we created a dashboard to visualize some data. On the performance diagram, I can see the investment growth indexes for the three alternative strategies. We can pick several strategies that we can focus on now. There is also a diagram with risks identified and their statuses. And there is a diagram with current action plans, their progresses, and due dates. We have finished the analysis of potential growth strategies with the product market expansion matrix. The next step of practical implementation of the matrix would be to select a growth strategy, cascade it to a separate strategy scorecard, and start developing it. For example, we can use the balance scorecard framework for this challenge. In the description for this video, you will find a link to a guide where we share a general algorithm for working with strategies in complex environments.